So, and your move to America, this is in the book too. We were
Yeah,
talking about it just before in the sort of green room sort of thing.
yeah,
Um, but I feel that I remember you saying, you did a lot of traveling in this sort of mid to late '90s, and you went everywhere, and you found the place where you wanted to be,
yeah,
is Boston.
yeah,
States. You've been there for what, 25, 30 years.
yeah. I
You're
moved.
married.
We moved here. So my wife is from Boston. We got married
Yeah,
in England in '96, and we moved here in '98. So we've been here ever since. Yeah,
really. Wow. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, and one of your odes is Ode to America. Well,
yeah.
what do you read that one now? And then you can talk about what it was that
Okay.
you love loved about America, and how it's changed in that time too.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Ode to America. And it starts off with an American voice, which I can't really do, but this is an American voice. Pretty good nose you got there. You do much fighting with that nose? New Orleans, 1989. I'm standing on a balcony south of the Garden District, and a man, a stranger, is hailing me from the street. He looks like Paul Newman, if Paul Newman was an alcoholic house painter. I don't, as it happens, do much fighting with this nose, but that's not the point. The point is that something about me, the particular young man way I'm jutting into the world, physically, attitudinally, beak first, is being recognized. The actual contour of me, or so I feel, is being saluted for the first time. America, this is personal. I came to you as a cramped and nervous Brit, an overwound piece of English clockwork, and you laid your cities before me. The alcoholic house painter gave me a job, and it worked out pretty much as you might expect, given that I had never painted houses before and he was an alcoholic. Nonetheless, I was at large. I was in American space. I could feel it spreading away unsteadily on either side of me. Raw innocence, potential harm, beckoning peaks, fat chasms, bouncing ions of luck, and threading through it, in and out of range, fantastic, dry bones, laughter. No safety net anywhere, but rather, if I could only adjust myself to it, if I could only be worthy of it, a crackling, sustaining levity. I blinked, and the baggage of history fell off me. Neurosis rolled down the hill. It rolled back up later, but that's another story. America, it's true what they say about you, all the good stuff. I'd be allowed to do something here. I'd be encouraged to do something here. It would be demanded of me in the end that I do something here. Later that year, I'm in San Francisco, ripping up the carpets in someone's house. Sweaty work, fun work, if you don't have to do it all the time. This is an important thing. All these manual jobs that I had,
Hmm.
great fun for me. Not so much fun if you have to do them for your whole life. I mean, I was dabbling, you know what I mean? Uh, Fun work if you don't have to do it all the time. I love the unzipping sound of a row of carpet tacks popping out of the hardwood floor. On our lunch break, my co-ripper and I gaze at the city skyline, at the shimmering spires, the dewy pavilions of San Francisco, and I say something about how good I'm feeling. He turns to me. This is a guy called Chris Wunderlich. I don't know if anybody's watching who knows Chris Wunderlich. This is Chris Wunderlich. He turns to me, man, you should get paid just for that. They should pay you just for walking around this city with your head up. Only in America, believe me, do people say things like this.
Oh.
I've grown up here in a way, become a cough cough man. Driving in America in the early days, I'd experienced a phenomenon I named Ameripanic, an overwhelming for a Brit apprehension of distance, a kind of horizontal vertigo at the vastness and possibility of this great country, nausea at the wheel, called to be Neil Cassidy, feeling like Prufrock. Not anymore. These days, at the wheel in America, I feel sort of, how shall I put it, American, sort of loose and large souled. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, elbow out the window, classic rock on the radio. You know where you are, wherever you are, with a classic rock station. Cinnamon Girl, Sweet Emotion, War Pigs. It's a liturgy. Somewhere outside New York on a bright winter morning, the DJ played three Led Zeppelin songs in a row. No commercials, a rock block, and I lost my mind. I was ecstatic. It was the Led Zeppeliness of driving in America, being in America, the wail and the thrust of it. The world seemed to crack open before me, a Hildegardian egg, a cosmic coal, with a tiny golden Robert plant squealing like a white-hot Buddha at its core. So, you fixed me up, America. Now, what can I do for you?
Beautiful.
Thanks, T.
Absolutely brilliant. It's like something like Kerouac, Whitman. I don't know. I mean, but also so many people must have been through this the sense that as you say, you can get rid of the baggage. No one's
Yeah,
interested in that, and you're expected to do something, but you're kind of supported.
yeah, you are supported. And we were talking about this before. If you're a Brit, you have a tremendous advantage because um, Americans think just because you have an English accent, you're clever. I mean, it's just it's
Charming as
really true.
well.
Huh?
It's charming too.
Yes, charming and clever.
Yeah, yeah,
You get great charm points and clever points too.
yeah.
And I've sailed a long way on the fumes of that. Yeah, for sure.
um, Now tell us about the Atlantic. So some of your jobs, as Victoria said, you were a baker. I remember coming to visit
Yeah,
in these days.
yeah.
Um, and then you started working for the Boston Globe, I think.
I was working for the Boston Globe. I was working for the Boston Phoenix, which
For
was
the Phoenix. Yeah.
an alternative weekly here, like the Village
Yeah.
Voice kind of thing. And then the Atlantic decided that it was going to engage with mass culture, pop culture, which was never really done before.
Ah,
This is about 15 years ago.
yeah.
And so I happen to know, it's all connections, isn't it? I happen to know somebody. And so he got me down there for an interview. And I had just written probably the best piece I ever wrote for the Phoenix about Queen. And that's what they read.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got the
Got
job
the gig, yeah.
very luckily. Yeah.
And that started with cultural reviews.
Yeah, it started with me writing about movies, which is a bit of a joke because I don't really know anything about movies, and I'm very middlebrow in my movie tastes. But then after a while, I started saying, "Well, how about we start doing books, or how about we start doing
Yeah.
music?" So then it became a bit more of a,
Is it really 15 years already?
yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm one of the
The old
kind of
guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
venerable, like oldest member style blokes in the corner. You know what I mean?
But I get the feeling as you kind of implied in the poem, if you find the right people, I don't know, they just seem to have been very encouraging to you.
Yeah,
And they've been very positive. They've helped you to sort of do different things.
yeah,
The case, I mean, the editor seems to kind of like completely get you and know what
yeah.
you're.
And writers are big babies, as you know. So you want to be looked after. You want to feel like somebody's got your back,
Mm.
and that's a very strong thing at the Atlantic. I mean, they really support you, and they also support what I'm doing with the writers downtown as well. That's been very important.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell us a bit more about that, James. I mean, I know about it, but I think this is something you founded, the Black Seed Writers Group. Uh,
yeah. So I co-founded it. I co-founded it
yeah,
with the writers,
yeah,
but that was almost 15 years ago. And what the little spiel that I give is it's not a classroom, it's not a workshop, it's not therapy, it's not social work, it's not a ministry, it's a
yeah.
space. It's a space for writing.
Mm.
So we just hold that space every week, Tuesday mornings, 9:30 to 10:45 in the basement of a church in Boston. And all are welcome, so people can arrive in any condition of body or mind. That we've got a couple of very basic rules, but after that, all bets are off or on, and away you go. Yeah. So and there's people down there who've been there for 15 years,
Wow.
and there's
Yeah.
and there's people who it's their like. There's always a couple of first timers every week,
Mm, mm,
and I'm still, thank God, fascinated to see what they come up with,
mm.
the new guys. And the day that I cease to be interested in that will be the day that I quit for sure.
You've done over 50 issues, and each one is a
Yeah,
combination of all their writing, their poetry, their short.
yeah. Well, this I owe to my dad actually, because there was a moment early on where I was saying I don't, just as from an editorial point of view, I was saying I'm not sure this all works. I'm not sure sticking it all together. It's just too random. It's too chaotic. There's no voice. There's no unifying sort of momentum. And my dad said, no, it's choral. It's like a lot of different things.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that beautiful? So when you put it all together,
yeah, brilliant.
that's the effect, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's the secret.
They do seem to sort of speak to each other, actually, the poems.
Yeah, they do. That's the point. Once you get them together, then
Yeah,
everything, as an editor, there's different pieces start to communicate. It's a funny thing.
it's a funny thing. Um,